Hello and welcome back. Right, March, let me remind myself. Let's look at the calendar. We have already planted our sugar cane, and let's look at prices for sugar. That is the most important thing for us right now. We are about absolutely skint. Sugar on its way up, but it's nowhere near what it was when we first started. So let's have a look at contracts. Have we got anything? We may have to do some cultivating contracts at this rate. Oh, there's a couple of fertilizers. Did that accept that, or did it throw it? Oh, it did accept it. Wow. That surprises me. We don't usually get the expensive ones, unless they fixed it, of course. Right. Fantastic. So then, fertilising it is. Let's pop the Landini. We'll go grab some fertiliser. Zoom in a little. That is a bit far out. Right. Let's go grab these fertilising contracts. Have I got my weight on? Yes, I have. Fantastic. Ooh, amazing. Look at that for a 653. Got to wait for the price to start to come up a little bit there for the sugar. Worked so hard all last year to get that done. We've got our second trailer. That's good news. Now, did I repair that? I don't think I did. Another fantastic mod, a mobile workshop. I hope it's cheaper than the real one, because truthfully that is just a little bit eating us out of house and home, if I'm honest. Right, let's get this loaded up. We are going to need more than this though. I don't mean... yeah, we are even going to need more. Oh, it's still going up for down. I don't know. Oh, okay then. We don't have enough money. This is true. Drastic times. We cannot even afford fertiliser for our contracts. Good job we've got some. So let's look at the ones we've got and see which one of those was the smallest one. Field 9. I think we'll manually do this because I don't know if you can actually do the work. I know in FS19 you used to be able to go into minus for the worker, but you know, let's just do this one ourselves and get a little bit of positive, and then we'll... still a bit light on the especially when going uphill, which I suppose is to be expected. I just can't get over the fact that Landini is the same weight as the one we use as our sprayer, and yet this one can get away with that monster on the back. Even our main tractor only struggles with that on its back. I'm not complaining. It does give us options with this tractor that we didn't have with the electric tractor. Oh, it's still... oh, still... yeah, losing traction sometimes. Yeah. Still very wobbly. Right, field 9. Let's put this on cruise control. Right, we're best to go... yeah, probably actually best to go to the next turning, not this one. It's a beautiful map, absolutely gorgeous. Sun is shining, and it doesn't look like there's any rain at the minute. Yes, I am... so the only thing that's really annoying is... the cost of repairs is astronomical. I don't know whether it's stuck on... I've got my dirt on slow, which affects the wear of your tools, or should, and it's almost like I've put it on fast, so I wonder if that's broken at the minute and it needs fixing. Seriously, that's what I'm wondering. Right, field 9. Not far away now, are we? Got to hope. Now, if I remember rightly, our truck has got some fertiliser on it as well. And where is our truck? I know I left it up this end somewhere. Deliberately. We shall have a look. But we're going to do this ourselves. Okie dokie. Now that is easy to see. I like that. So many times when the crops are in, it is so difficult to see the fields. I could get used to that. Ooh, I'm not quite to the edge. That's better. Nearly. Ooh, that's a little bit previous. Now I've gone too far. That's about right. One extreme to the other. Wow, that is slow. It is a hill though. You can see what a hill this is going up. Coming out a little. Yes, definitely I am enjoying this, but there are some things which are terribly, terribly scary. I mean, there's a lot of differences between FS19 and FS22, and that's an obvious statement, I realise. But obviously there's... even the actual way the game sort of plays is more... some of it is designed so you can fly through the years if you really wanted to, which is a completely different design to what we used to. You can sleep literally all day to the next day. Now that's not something we're used to in FS19, so you've got to rethink the way that you play, and that does take some getting used to when you're used to playing a specific game. So yeah, there's definitely... I love the sleep anyway. That is amazing, and I do like this new... the idea of the mobile workshop. That is amazing. I've not used it yet, but I like the idea. Definitely, it appeals. Now then, would be nice to get into positive. Yes, I am thoroughly enjoying it, I must admit, and I am enjoying this. I'll be glad when we've actually sold some of our sugar though, so that we've actually, I mean, we've literally worked our backside off to get the farm up and running. It would be lovely as well. We seem to be stuck on the one field. Seriously need to cash in our assets. I mean, yeah, I mean, we have got the factory. I know we've done well, but it's sort of like we've got nothing to show for our doing well, and that obviously is not a nice place to be. We've even got our 2 trailers. Last year we rented one, so we're ready for our harvest this year without any additional need of any additional equipment, not even any kind of leasing. We've got all of our fertilising gear, all of our spraying gear, so we are doing really well in lots of ways. It's just that, just look at that balance. It really is. It's that side of things. We need to cash in some of our sugar, and we've got a lot ready, but again, I'm not willing to sell it at a silly price. Need to get the price up to a reasonable amount, even if that means doing a contract for a few months until the price is at its optimum. I'm not saying best, I'm not waiting for that kind of, but just good that we're doing reasonable. I mean, that's the other thing, equipment wise, we seriously, I mean, I'm not saying we don't need anything, but we can make do with what we've got. The farm's got enough equipment. Maybe a pallet fork would be nice. A pallet fork, that would be nice. That, truthfully, I'd like to try that to see. I mean, we're using bale forks because it was cheaper to buy initially, and obviously money was, and still is, as you can see from the balance, very tight. But yeah, we have got assets. We're just literally, we need the months, the good months. Hooray! Smashing. Excellent. Right, now then, let's cash that in straight away, so we've actually got a bit of balance. Yeah, right, field 19. Now that's up here as well, isn't it? I'm sure it is 19. Oh, wow. That looks nearly as big as 26. Oh wow. That's about the second. It's about equal to 5 though. I've done 5 a few times now, so yeah, it's not the... Right, we do need to go to our truck. Where is our truck? I have not seen it. There we go. Let's go and have a look. Oh, yes. Oh wow, we're right next to field 19. That is... No. I like that. Right, let's make our way to field 19 then. We don't need to spend a penny on fertiliser. We've got it all there ready for us. Right, let's zoom in a little bit. And let's travel on to the next field. Ooh. Am I going to time-lapse this one? It is a big field, but fertiliser and spreading, it doesn't take long, does it, with a spread on this beast? It is quite good. So I'm not sure. What I would like to do is, when we're positive as well, is maybe, yeah, I think, what's true? If I looked at what, I love looking at the sales, it really does intrigue me. I think we've already looked. Yeah, we have. Right now, I'm happy with the tractors we've got. I mean, we will need a big tractor at some point. I mean, our biggest tractor, the Valtra, is 190 horsepower, which is reasonable, but there are some tasks as the farm grows that we will need a larger tractor. But for now, we truly are managing quite admirably with the equipment that we have got, and I'm quite chuffed with the growth and how well we have done with the equipment we've got. Oh wow. It always take... Oh, whatever keeps unplugging from my USB. Every time I come on the game, something keeps on pinging. Right, we need to grab some fertiliser from the top, where the van is. The truck, the van. We haven't got a van, we have a truck. Right. I mean, there's a lot of things we do need, obviously, like the silos. I do like the railroad silos, though, because it does give us a means of a cheap man storage that we can store what we've got temporarily. That appeals to me. That's but obviously, there's lots of things the farm needs enormously. But the biggest thing of all is definitely land. Definitely. No, that'll do, won't it? That's... Seriously now, how well can I see this if I'm spreading? That is the question. It's not that good though, is it? You can't... It's not brilliant to see it, even on that. I'm going to have to sort of guesstimate quite a bit. This is the one thing I don't like. I realise I've been looking in editing and I think I open the map menu way too much, but it's difficult. I can't see the spread as well on this as I could on Farming Simulator 19. I very rarely needed to open the map interface, but on FS22 I truthfully cannot. It's very hard to gauge exactly and see the lines where the fertilised state meets and the unfertilised bit doesn't. You know, like to see what has been done and what hasn't. And the spread animation seems to vary as well. Sometimes like now, it looks like it's not reaching, and then a couple of seconds later it looks like it is reaching the edge. It's very difficult to gauge your spread, except if you do this. That's the only way, and I don't want to keep opening that all the time. It looks awful, but it just is really hard to actually see the spread where you've got to on the field. Nobody wants to just view directly above the tractor all the time. Really is not an interesting view. But I would definitely like to cut down the amount of times I keep going in the menu. People don't want to keep seeing menus. I know a lot of people have got a thing against it, but right now, this very minute, it's very difficult for me to sort of gauge it accurately. But I've said I was aiming for realism, and I truthfully do mean that, but it is very difficult to... You can't just... If you'd got precision farming on, it's not such an issue if you did, because you're not wasting... But this, I can waste as much of this as I want by going over the same land I've already fertilised, and with the cost of fertiliser being base game stuff, you can't afford to waste that. You truthfully can't. So really the only option you have got is truthfully looking in the menu, but I'd really like to keep that to the minimum. I suppose what I could do is just look... I'd really like to get better at this. The only way I just would love to find a way I can actually see better where the fertilising, other than going straight above. I think I'm coming out a little. I mean, I know we've all got to look at the end if we don't finish the contract and we think we've finished the field. Obviously at that point everyone accepts the fact you need to look in your menu, but I'm sometimes pulling up it 20 times as I'm going over the field just as a gauge of how far I am. That's just unacceptable. Right, let's try and gauge this. Let's say about there. I suppose I should go by my feel, keep the menus to a minimum, and then see how well I've done afterwards. But the trouble is with that, then if you've got those silly little lines, and quite a lot of them, it's difficult to... Yeah, I just can't see where the first... Oh, I think I can there a little. That doesn't look too bad actually. Aha, now that I did see. Okay. I wish that's such... I really do love the minimap for that when you've got precision farming, and I think that's it. I really use precision farming to the actual max. It was sort of like my right hand, and often using the minimap, that's all you needed, and I seriously miss that. I think that's what makes me keep looking into the map, because it's that's the closest thing to what I'm used to, which is looking on the minimap. But it's annoying to those people watching, so I've got to try and change it up and get a bit better at seeing where... Aha, there we go, I see you. Just want to gauge where the first bit starts. And I see that I can turn, and then I'm going to turn the... Aha, there we go. Wow, this is quite a hilly field as well. you. Now it should be getting into smaller and smaller squares now, truthfully. Yep, there we go, there's the edge. Wow, still further down than I thought. Wow, a lot further. Ah, there we go. That's it. Lovely. Okay, there's a bit here I can see that, even though I know I've finished it. Let's just finish it properly. Yeah, wow, this must be a massive field for it to allow me to get away with that much. Right, nearly. There's just a little strip here. And another little strip there. Excellent. God, well, that didn't gauge that too badly. Not really, because obviously I can't have done. So that's good to know. I didn't. Wow. And I didn't look at the map at all, which was nice, other than that very first time. So that is definitely an improvement. But I'd like to find a better way than just going straight above and seeing the... Yeah. Right, we've nearly used all of our fertiliser. But at least we didn't need to buy any. That's brilliant. Although that one, what's left, isn't going to fill this, but at least it did mean that because we'd spent it already. Alright. No. Excellent. Let's get that collected. 13991 and no wage bill. Brilliant. Okay, I do think now I would like to I think what we're going to do is, obviously I cannot afford to keep paying the 5,000 for my loan, not on that low money, so I think what we're going to have to do is literally just let the loan itself take the money out each night, just temporarily until we are a bit more. Now let's just have a quick look at the price fluctuations. I know we've looked at the prices itself, but let's look at the fluctuations. We are in March. When it's stable, then it starts to rise, and May is when it really rises, and then it stabilizes again. So between May and July are the best possible prices according to that, if I'm reading it right, because it is definitely a different way of reading things than the old way. I definitely prefer the old way. I thought that was much better. You had proper readouts of what you'd got. I mean, what point is it in seeing a fluctuation if you don't know what price that means? If you need a price point, you need something to point you in the right direction. Anyway, let's sleep for the night. And I think actually 8 o'clock is... Oh, actually no, we are now getting to the point where the year's widening out again. We're in spring. Getting closer to summer. That's the loan. What did we have to pay this time? It's definitely going down. Ooh, less than 1,000. Now that is definitely production costs. Now then, let's have a look what prices we're getting for sugar now. Let's actually show the actual prices. Ooh, 11.22. Right, we think that next month is the best So let's have a look to see if we've got any contracts. Oh, and also my favourite time of day. Let's see if there's any deals. Oh, my favourite of all tractors. That is my all-time favourite tractor, that, the Fendt 1100 Vario MT. That is just typical. Just typical. Oh, a loading wagon. Of course there's a loading wagon when I've got no money. This is just... Wow, that's good. 15 metre spread as well. Trouble is, it's a whole new... That is just a real good... But digestate would need to actually own the biogas plant, and that's like... Ooh. Mind you, that's a little tractor. Very good price though. I am really tempted with that, the Farm Tech. That is a fantastic spread actually for that. Not a terribly massive... Yeah, I suppose we'd be filling it all the time. That Cargos, that is amazing. That is... If I'd got the money, I would buy that. That is brilliant. And that Fendt, without a shadow of a doubt, I would buy that. Right, okay then, so let's literally sleep until... Oh, actually, no, I was looking at contracts, wasn't I? Let's not sleep anything away when we may get some decent contracts. Date, we're right nearly that. Let's just go for it. We are very close to that spraying. We have got our sprayer, we can set that to the worker going on that. Okay. Okay, let's... Now then, have we enough? It's only a tiny field, isn't it? So, let us go to the map. Field 8 is the fertiliser, so let's let the... Oh, will I be able to find... Yes, I will. Create job, I'm sure. Field work. Let's just see if we can get out of the way though, I'm not sure. I might have not put it in a very good way. Oh, no. Smash in. Right, I'm trying to get out the habit of tabbing. I want to get back into... Yeah, that's what we want. Oh, I need to get on the right map. Okay. Let's grab the spray now then. Have we enough spray in the... Okay. Let's go and fill that up. I do believe we actually had some down at the store already. So we'll go grab that. Set these going. It's not much to be gained from contracts today, but we'll take what we can. We've done all our own field work this year, literally every last little stitch, so that's brilliant. Right. Now then, which one is it, front or back? Oh, haha, okay. Okay, right, do we need any fuel? Haha, he says this is an electric tractor. No, we don't need any fuel. Right, let's have a look. Field, this is the big one, isn't it? Field 11. So, we will create job. Field work. Field 11. Start him at the top where there's no trees. I'm trying to obviously the map shows you where the trees are. I'm trying to get better at... Let's just see. Yes, I was blocking you. I do apologise, but you should still be... I do like the way that when you move away... okay, Okay, he's trying to work out his pathfinding. He should be able to do it. Takes him a while to work out the pathfinding, doesn't it? Wow. Seriously. Okay, let's grab the Valtra. I do want to... always do the wrong map. Valtra. I want to repair that. Now, has he gone yet? Let's go and repair that, or the trailer. If I'd got a bit more money, I would actually upgrade it, because it's not at its full capacity, but it'll do for now. Is he still there, or has he gone yet? He's just sitting there. It's costing me money for him to just sit and do absolutely nothing. Seriously. Oh, come on, that's ludicrous. Let's just see scientifically how long it would take him to come up with that he either can't do it or for him to go. Because that is ridiculous. Ooh. For once, the Valtra. How big is this trailer? This is larger than ours, isn't it? This is not the same as... that is much bigger. Wow, I didn't realise that it was... I knew it was a Brandner, the same as we'd got, and I thought it was a... Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. Mate, I'm going to have to fire because that is just taking the mick. Yeah, you know, I think I'm quicker and it's going to cost me absolutely nothing to run this up myself. I can't afford to have people just sitting in a tractor and not working. In England we have a word for that and it's called a skiver. I'm sure other countries equally have words for people that sit in a tractor in a lay-by doing absolutely nothing while they're being paid wages. I don't think there are many employers who would be as lenient as I was there. Yes. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really impressed with that, Brandner. I'll have to have a look and see how large it is. I really seriously didn't realise it was the bigger one. I thought it was... I was buying another one the same size as the one we'd already got, but that's definitely larger. So we're going to have a look. I'm quite excited now. I didn't realise. That's going to do us really proud. Swivel axle, but it still was an absolute song of a price. So yeah, we've got 2 trailers now instead of the one, which is brilliant for grabbing the crop off the field and buying us the time while it's filling up the next field. So we've got pretty much all of the basic equipment that we need to fulfill to get our sugar off of our field. Of course, our field's smaller this year. Whoa, yeah, I don't know. Well, that was very bad. I'm not impressed. Right, field 11. How is our other worker doing is the question I want to know. Right, question 2. Field 11 is approaching and it is quite large. So it's... I do love it when they've got the weeds are in the advanced stage and you can actually see them. In this first stage, they're so hard to see. Right, we do need every penny, so I'm going to do this myself. Okie doke, I'll have to try and look. I can see the little green things, I suppose. Yeah. Right. It's a bit more of a palatable wage than I'm used to seeing, and that of course includes the Skyver's wage, who was sitting in the lay-by at the shop eating his breakfast on my dime. Yes, I'm not impressed with that, and I had no intention by the look of it of shifting anytime soon. So yes, realistically not very happy. And he had no reason to be like that. I have no idea why the AI side of that wasn't working properly, because it shouldn't take that long to pathfind, and there was definitely nothing in his way. I blocked him initially, but I'd moved out of the way, so he should have had no reason whatsoever to just sit there as he did. Yeah, so we need to round our equipment out, but we've got pretty much, I mean, I know this is not the largest of sprayers, and again, it gets the job done. It served us proud, to be honest. This sprayer and that fertiliser have earned us the lion's share of all the contracts and got us really to where we have got to. And I'm pleased that for once, I can honestly say that I would say 75% of the wages have been earned by myself, not by workers. I usually courseplay everything, and obviously I know I could still, but the wage bill I found was so expensive that at times, and we also needed the money as well, so that I've actually done almost all of it myself. I'm quite proud actually, because almost all the Let's Plays I've ever done, I usually manage more than I work. That doesn't mean I don't do anything, because there's some jobs, as we all know, that you cannot get the workers to do, but nevertheless things like the fertilizer and spraying, my normal thing is to allow them to do the work for you. So yeah, I can honestly say that in this Let's Play I've actually done the lion's share myself, again to maximise profits, because I'm finding that repairing vehicles is so really astronomically expensive. It's really costing so much money. I was trying to maximise the profits. Right, let's try and look for where there's no little green dots. Got to get better at recognising the telltale signs of where we got to. Aha! Now I can clearly see that actually, where we've got to. I can see the difference in the green on that. Oh, imagine, look, it gets harder as you get closer. You can see it better like that when the angle's like that. Now then, I'm not quite. That's a bit better. I'm overlapping a bit better at that. think, yeah. So I have to keep your lines exactly straight. Right, nearly there. With the boom swing, we should be about there at that. No, still not quite right. Yeah, that actually isn't too bad on this. There's some crops that are terrible, and some that are actually much easier to see than others. And it's obviously when it gets bigger as well, it's very, very much difficult to see the first growth stage of weeds like this is. Very, very difficult. That's a point. I wonder, obviously, at this stage, its first growth stage, you ought to look about how much a mechanical weeder is, a fairly large one. Or look for when one is on special. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Saves the expensive fertiliser in the first growth stage. And then you could... Mind you, it did say spraying, didn't it? It didn't say weeding. It was specific. But would it... I suppose that's a good test. If you did a weeding job with a weeder, would it care if you remove the weeds? Or is it looking for you spraying? Because that's what it's asking you to do, but really what it's wanting you to do is to remove the weeds. So I just wonder whether that would actually work or not. Intriguing. Well, not much longer. Nearly there now. Yeah, I can actually quite clearly see this one. Yeah, quite got my lines right. I can see where I need to go. I'm gonna have to tweak my graphics settings. I don't know whether it is this game, because on FS19 my graphics were nice and sharp, but they do look blurry, sort of slightly blurry. Got to see if there's a setting I'm missing, or whether it's just because it's the early stages of the game. I'm not sure, because my graphics card is a decent one. Right. This is not bad actually, the width is not far off. There will be a tiny weeny little strip in places, but not by a lot. Ah, there's a bit this away. I see it now. Shouldn't be too long though, to be honest. There's not an awful lot left. More than you think, actually. Yeah, I can see what I've missed now. Not much though, another square, straight down to the right and then up again, and I think we're done. Yes, I know we've finished, but I want to finish. There's not much left to do, so just a little bit more and then we're completely done. That was actually not a bad... There wasn't much left on that one. Right, smashing. Now then, this was the bigger field. How is our fertiliser doing? Because truthfully speaking, he should really have finished by now. And his wages are still going out. Let's go and see how he's doing. Where is he? Seriously? Oh, excellent. It's not giving the messages. It was stopped manually, yeah, because you're sitting doing what the other guy was doing, wasting my money. It's ridiculous. I know the pathfinding's not perfect, but it should give you the error message. He's slipping or something. That's ludicrous. He's literally not done a stitch of work and wasted 471 we got earlier, and you're going to get another one. It will be interesting to see what he's wasted of the money and done absolutely nothing for that. Ridiculous. That's not helpful. God. Let's go and do it ourselves. Ridiculous. That's sabotage, not help. Been sent by an enemy farmer to sabotage the farm. Right. Should be able to do this in a single pass. The annoying thing is, I will have wasted the profit from this small contract on paying the wages of these two idlers who've not done anything. Let's try and do this by gauging it. Corner to the left is what I've missed. Just up here. Didn't quite catch the corner. I'm going to say, because I'd actually expected that to say I'd finished. Brilliant. Right, we shall see what the wages are now. Or shall we? Because I am literally going to... Let's just collect on that contract. Actually, both of those contracts. Collect. See if there's any more come in since that. No, they haven't. Okay then. That's my timer telling me we are actually done. I think what we're going to do is we'll literally sleep in until tomorrow morning, and yeah, we'll sleep the night away, and we shall see. Yeah, 7 o'clock is perfect. We need this is the beginning of the best pricing for the sugar, so it'll be interesting to see what we get in the morning. Loan payment should go down just under £1,000. That's getting much better, much more palatable. 969 loan interest, excellent. Let's have a look. My first favourite bit. Let's have a look. Have we got any more contracts coming? We have spray. Yes. Ooh. 9 and 11 again. Yeah. And yeah. Now, have we got them, or are you losing them for me? Well, that's better. We haven't lost any. Again, though, I do seem to think it's the earlier in the morning that you go for them, the better things are. Right, so for next play session, then we'll go and get those done. Let's have a look at this shop. See what is on special today. I've still got the farm tech. That's brilliant. Yeah, I wish I'd got... Ooh. Again, we're not doing baling at the minute, but in the future we will. But for now, we haven't got the money for that. So there's still that. Seriously, that really does... I think that's a really good... Trouble is, it is small, as I said. Yeah. Let's have a quick look, actually, at the proper... Let's have a look at the sprayers. Forage wagon, sprayers, slurry tanks. So he's 22 normally. It's how much they carry though, isn't it? That's only got 8 meters. You'd be forever ever filling that up. And I know you can put a big tank on the side of the. I suppose you can, actually, thinking about it when you consider that, but you could stick that on the field edge, couldn't you? Filled up, and then it doesn't really matter that you've got to fill up lots of times. It's got a decent 50 metre spread. It's not terrible. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's buying it though at the minute, isn't it? Really, that would be for. What's that? Oh, distribute. Yeah, the distributor. These are when we get into the V&U's. I used to love their trailer, one of my favourite trailers in this entire game. Wow, they are expensive. They always have been though, aren't they, to be honest? One thing I would eventually love is a fertiliser spreader. Like, maybe, yeah, to be honest, the small one. I mean, we'll be glad when we've got a few more modded ones though. That's got 42 metre spread. Just fertiliser though again. I love the fact you can do lime in those ones. Yeah, I think I'd probably go for the, because 14,000 litres in that, it's not bad. If the Bredel came up on special offer, I think I'd snap the hand off for it, if I'm honest. Tractors. Yeah, really seriously would love the JCB. Yeah, that's one of my favourite tractors. I love that. That is amazing. I do like this. Actually, I do like the Deutz nearly as much. There's not much in it, but to be honest, I'll give the JCB for steering. That is phenomenal. All-wheel steer is amazing in that. So I've got to give it the. Never tried the McCormick. I will look forward to having a go in that. Oh, I love the little case. If that had been out at the beginning of this, I may have plumbed for that. Because that also, you can do narrows, or you could. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Oh, actually, their narrows look nice as well. I love this. Let's see if it's still what it used to be. I love this. Used to go up to 261, and it still does. I think that represents probably one of the best value tractors that you can get for that kind of money, and also you could buy it with a smaller engine to begin with, and then literally for 143,000 a 261 horsepower tractor. That is almost unbeatable. 26 miles an hour. Well, it used to be. I think with the upgrade it is, and front and back 3-point link. And a reasonable steering. It's not its strength, but it's a good all-rounder. It really is. Definitely one of those tractors that when I first played FS19, I always used to sell, until one time I did actually use them and realised when you upgrade those, they are actually very potent and very reasonably priced. So yeah, that's, if I was starting this Let's Play again and that was available at the time, I may have actually gone for that as my first tractor and then upgraded it. But yeah, I definitely would love the Fendt. So look at the options. The one thing I love about the, oh, that's nice, I like the Magnum. The only thing I don't like about all of the big tractors is the fact that you can't put the front weight on them. No, not the front weight, the front 3-point link. I used to love the, yeah, just that weight. Wow, look at that beast. 449,000. Worth every penny. Real beast, and it turns on a dime. Yeah, definitely fantastic. I also do love though I do always prefer tractors with the front 3-point link, even the big ones. I do like that. The 1000 Vario, that one is an amazing tractor as well. Speedy and both just an absolute beast. That'd have to be, again, I'd go for the JCB over that. The JCB's got one of the big ones. That represents good value. 375 horsepower. Wow. Yeah, that is definitely amazing. Wow. Narrow twins. Amazing. Not that I'd really worry an awful lot about twins with that, but it's nice because most of the big tractors don't really have that very often, so that is amazing, truthfully. All that for nearly 400 horsepower for 221,000. That represents good value for money. Definitely. Consider having a go of that. Anyway, that's enough admiring tractors that we can't afford at the minute. Let's have a look at the price of this sugar. Let's see what our time is. Let's turn the time down. This is not we're not doing any work at the minute. We are trying to look at so still, to be honest, it might be going up, but it's certainly not gone up yet. That's about what we've seen nearly all the way through, so yeah, we are in but it's got the day to go through, hasn't it? So I suppose anyway, without any further ado, I am going to hoping now that it begins to turn around, that we can get some of our sugar sold. But I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue on this journey, because I'm seriously hoping that from this point onwards we're going to actually see a bit more growth. And I'm not, we have seen a lot of growth, but what I mean is on our farm, not just keep doing contracts all the time. It'd be lovely to actually see a bit more growth, and we have grown, but it would be nice, I know what I mean, it would be lovely to get a bit more growth underway on the farm. Another field is my biggest goal, definitely. So anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to say goodbye for now.